Welcome to Brunch with Amber, episode 3. Today is 18th of January 2024. Today I have invited someone to brunch with us together again. Just hold on a second. Let me get the technical part fixed first before I invite our special guest today. Hold on. See. Just hold on for a while. I'm doing the setting up. Okay, maybe let me bring the guest on stage first while I do the setting up. Hello, Jolene. Hello. Oh, Jolene, I can't hear you. Let me. You may
Sorry,
like to.
I
No
forgot to
problem.
unmute myself. So sorry.
It's
Hello,
okay.
everyone. Hello, Amber. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the setting up.
No
Um,
worries. Please go ahead. Yeah.
mm,
Do give us 1 minute, everyone. We're
yeah.
trying to get the technical aspects settled so that we can provide you with a seamless and smooth session of our sharing.
Yes. Thank you very much for your patience. Okay, I think setup is done.
It's great.
Okay, welcome again. Okay, hi Jolene.
Hi,
Very nice to
Amber.
meet you here. Thank you
Thanks
for
for
joining into brunch together. The last time we met was during our durian meetup, right? We saw each other once. It's,
joining. Yeah,
yeah, we
was that
went
the
for
last
the
time?
durian.
Was that the
You
last
know, yeah, the last time I forgot when, but I know we meet up a few of the business owners to have a durian supper. Durian supper.
Yeah. We had
I
dinner
find that
first, then
eating can really like bring people together.
mm, yes.
So let me show you what I'm having today. What is it? Hold on. I'm having
Wow,
dinner today.
很丰富嘞.
Oh, really?
What's that
feeling
you're
feeling
having, Amber?
brunch. Normally, I would choose a set with a chicken wing, but because I'm going to eat during this live, right? I thought of choosing something that is more convenient to eat. Um, it comes by default. It comes with a sunny side up egg, but then
Oh, nice.
I like to change this to omelette with the rice inside.
Ah, okay,
How about
okay,
you? What are
okay.
you having today?
Okay, I usually don't have the habit of having breakfast, but it is a habit that I make sure my children have, and so I'm trying to set a good example for them also. So I'm starting to slowly take small steps to start eating. So
Okay.
I'm starting small, but I am eating. Can you see?
Ah yes. Oh, so healthy. What's that? Is that
I'm having cherry
tomato
tomatoes.
or cherry? Oh, cherry
Yeah,
tomato.
cherry tomatoes. So when I was young, I think I started to love tomatoes because of my mother. Since young, she always feed us, make sure she will stuff us with tomatoes, especially the girls, because she said that it will give us very good complexion. So
It's true.
I don't know whether it's true, but
I think it's true. You are
considering
the
a
walking
woman like
example.
me in the 40s, I think my complexion high can pass. So could be the tomatoes. So
Could be,
thank you
could
to
be.
my mother. So yeah, I
Okay.
also ended up loving tomatoes as I grew up.
I think it is the first time I met you, which was the only time so far. Really, I'm so surprised. Wow. Because for myself, right, I do 美图 everything, like build enhance
No,
my
you look very good in
picture.
person also. I see you.
Yes, that's why I thought everybody should be like, touch up the photos that they post and all that, touch up the video. But when I saw you, right, I was so shocked. Like, basically you walk out of the screen. I think so tomato is the secret recipe.
I got no
So
choice because I don't know how to. First, I don't know how to do makeup. So
oh,
so that's why I don't usually apply makeup. I only put on lip balms
natural
because my lips
beauty.
are very dry. So it's not because 我不爱美, I very very 爱美. It's just that I cannot because I don't know how to apply makeup. Last time when I do have functions and I need to put on makeup, I got to count one, like this side 10 times, that side 10 times. Then if I lost count, then I got to wipe everything off and then do it again so that it looks balanced. So that's how bad I am at makeup skills. So I rather skip that and I use the time to do something else. I just don't put on makeup anymore.
Inside out beauty. Convenient, very convenient. Don't need to make up. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Jeline, I become a stay-at-home mom because I want to have more time with my long-awaited daughter, right? It took me
Yes,
like
you
about 10
do.
years to have my child.
Yeah,
So,
that's
but I
that's
haven't
really
told
very
you,
precious.
yeah, but I haven't told you about why I start business.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay. My girl actually arrived in 2022, almost 10 years after I got married. So that time actually I had a full-time job as an admin manager at a tuition center.
mm,
So after maternity leave, right, I had a talk with my former employer. So the initial plan, right, I actually wanted to discuss the possibility of like working from home, remote working. Since that
mm-hmm.
time, COVID already started, so it's quite common.
Right.
A few of my colleagues and the teachers there also work from home. So I thought of discussing with my employer. But
Mm.
you guess what was her response?
Tell me,
Her
tell me.
response was like, okay, um, why I want remote working? Because that time I was breastfeeding. Wow, very tiring, breastfeeding.
Yes,
Then
I've seen colleagues trying to like use the lunch breaks and some toilet breaks to do pumping. It's,
yeah,
it takes up a lot of time actually.
correct. Take up time, and also after that will be very tiring, very draining.
Mm,
Then
mm,
because I'm also a first time mom, so I was struggling to get used to taking care of the baby after the confinement lady left. That's why
mm,
I thought of discussing with my employer, because my relationship with my lady boss was actually quite good lah. So we had a talk, but okay, but her response was a bit out of my expectation. She actually told me that, oh, okay, Amber. Then she told me something like, okay, you do know that during your maternity leave, the admin team has become very capable during your absence. So yeah, to
Oh,
put it
you get the
bluntly,
hint.
everyone can step up to assume my role if needed. So she also
Mm,
shared that she was still thinking about, what other roles I could help her when I returned from my maternity leave, which
mm,
was her plan was to help her with opening of the new outlet and also run different outlets. So she expect me to be on site to oversee the operations. She wants to transition to become like a silent owner. So she want me to run everything for her lah in terms of operation.
ah,
Yeah, I
okay,
mean, I'm
okay.
grateful that she wanted to give me this opportunity. But
Mm,
because of that, right, it seems like I can only choose between being a full-time managerial role to be on site or a full-time mother to be present to my daughter.
correct. Because the new
So
role actually
obviously
seems more
I choose to
hands-on.
be stay-at-home mom because
Mm,
it took me very long to become a mother. So to
mm,
summarize, I can only choose between one. So I choose to be full-time mom. After I become a full-time mom, right, I try to search for work from home jobs, but not easy, really very hard to find. So I couldn't. So that time I think back, um, then like being an employee is so inflexible. Like I wanted to discuss with her the working model and all that. I have
mm.
no say because I'm just an employee. So I have no say over my job scope. I have no say over where to work and all that. So I'm thinking, why not? I try some business from home myself. So I started to search online for business ideas.
Right.
Uh,
Look for
yeah.
other
So when I
options.
start searching, then business ads start popping up. then I come across this opportunity, this business opportunity. So I reach out to find out more. After I see
Mm,
the potential and I verify whether it's legal first, then I
mm,
think can. So I decided to just go for it because it brings very great potential. That's why I started this business. For
If
you,
I were you,
you started this
I would
business,
also have chosen my family, my girl, if I were
you
you,
also
because
will.
it's really very precious. It took so long for you to finally have her, you know. In fact, my situation was very similar to you. I had to choose
Mm,
between career and my work
family.
and family. But for
You have
me, it
two
was
children, right?
yes,
You
I
have
have a girl turning 12 this year, and I have a boy turning 10 this year. So for me, I
mm,
came across this business about 2 years ago. And then at that point of time, it was during the pandemic. So we were all locked down per se. So it was very chaotic at home because I cannot multitask. I am somebody who totally cannot multitask. And then suddenly everybody want a piece of me, you know. Like at work, I got to make sure that, you know, everything is done properly because I was the personal assistant to the director in my company in an accounting firm. And then that time the children were also at home doing home-based learning because we were like all stuck at home, you know. So when they are at home, I got to guide them in their home-based learning. I got to settle their meals, and I really, really cannot cook. My cooking skills are really very private, limited. So I was going through the struggle of like having the children around and work trying to work at the same time. And then you know when they are around, you know, they will always mommy. Every few seconds they will mommy, 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 mommy. Oh, I tell you, I couldn't get anything done. Any or rather, even while I was working, I couldn't really focus or do my work properly. So a lot of times I had to um put my attention on them first, and then after they sleep or maybe during dinner time or whatsoever, then I quickly work on my job on the laptop. And but that is also when, you know, children don't understand that in the day you already give them your time, so then you got to compensate in work wise to make up for what you missed doing in the day. So then my girl witnessed me like during a few occasions where I was still on the laptop replying to emails, churning out reports for my boss and stuff like that after working hours. She kind of knew that work is supposed to finish by 6 o'clock for mommy. So
mm,
she will always say, how come you are still on the laptop after 6 o'clock? So on a few occasions, it happened like that. I realized that I had to make a choice because I couldn't multitask and I was on the verge of a burnout already at that point of time. So I also was at a crossroad whereby I had to choose, like you, like that. I had to choose whether I wanted to choose my work or my children. And at that point of time, I chose my children because to me 赚再多的钱也没有用 because you work so hard just to provide for them, right? So ultimately my priority will be them. So that was when I actually decided to tender my resignation. So when I chanced upon this business 2 years ago, I actually was serving my notice, but I realized that I didn't have a backup plan, as in what I was going to do after 2 months after I finished serving my notice. So, and just so happened that I chanced upon this business opportunity. So, like you, I also do my due diligence. I was very skeptical because it sounded so good to be true. Because it was exactly what I was looking for. It was offering me, like, you know, a business that works around a busy mother's schedule where you can use pockets of your free time to work on it. And then exactly what I was trying to check off my list. So I thought, oh, okay, it sounded so good to be true. Is it a scam? But like you, I did my due diligence. I found out more, and then yeah, I started. And 2 years later, I'm still doing this.
very good. So during that period, you were working also doing this business. So doesn't it add on to more things that you need to do? Like adding on this business apart from, although you were serving notice period, you're still working, then you still have
Mm.
family, plus adding on of business. Isn't isn't you have time for this business at that time?
Because the beauty of this business, right, is that it's so flexible. And what I really like about this business is that it actually, for me, when I started this business, I like how I work the business into my life, into my schedule, and not the other way around where I have to work my life into the business. And that was how I actually, juggle having the business alongside my full-time job. So for the last 2 years, when I was running this business, I was running it alongside my full-time job because this business is not a get rich quick scheme. So then it starts off as a source of passive income for us. So then during how do I manage it in the I actually run it using pockets of my free time, which is exactly why I started exploring this, right? So I actually use pockets of my free time throughout the day, like during the time I commute to and from work, or during my lunch breaks, or even after my children sleeps at night. I'll use pockets of my time, and this business only requires about 2 hours of my time a day. So yeah, in the beginning, it may be a bit tiring because even it's a business that you're starting, is your own baby. But even when you start a new job, it's also you also you are learning the ropes in the initial
Mm,
stages, getting used to it. So the initial part will be a bit tiring, but um, as long as you know how to manage, and once you get everything, the beauty of it is that the business had everything provided for us, so it was very
mm,
easy and very idiot proof in a sense for somebody like me who is not tech savvy. So then I just needed to follow the training, and then I got everything set up pretty fast, I would say, for somebody who's not tech savvy. So once everything is set up and you get
you
started
good.
already, it basically runs almost in automation. So then
Mm,
I am able to, when everything settles down, I'm able to free up my time and have more time. But even so, it was okay because I only use pockets of my free time to work on the business.
mm.
There's no fixed timing that you have to, like, oh, okay, to run this business you must clock this number of hours and things like that. No, it doesn't, because this business works around our schedule as a busy
On
mother. That's what
schedule.
I love about it.
We can like sort of customize what
Mm,
things we want to do,
correct,
how much time we want to spend on it,
correct.
and it's portable. Like you mentioned, when commuting, you can also do it because it's not like
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
difficult that you need a lot of things, a lot of very strenuous thinking to get things done. That's why it's very very nice. Then I like it that
Yes,
you
it's so
mentioned.
portable that all you need is just your, you know how these days with the advancement of technology, everything can be done with mobile phone. We do almost
Correct.
everything with our phone, everything online. So that's what this business actually does as well. And with it being so portable and so flexible that it works around my schedule, I can practically just bring it so called in my pocket and go with me everywhere I
True.
go.
Like commuting, we also watch like watch videos or dramas on phone, or we surf the Facebook, surf the social media. So basically you just use this timing, or even a bit of a portion of this timing, since you're using the phone as well, to help you earn money, like to
Correct,
do
correct.
your business.
So it's like,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that I totally don't have my me time to scroll through
Mm.
my social media,
Still have.
or watch my K variety anymore. I still do. It's just that I will section a portion of a time of my free time to actually earn money, like what you say. And it's
Mm.
not just earning. I think this business really let me learn a lot. I grew so much from this business over the last 2 years. There were so many
Same
things that I
here.
never thought I would ever be able to do, but
Same here.
I achieve it with this business.
Mm.
Even things like talking to you
Mm.
being in front of the camera is not something that I'm confident of, or I'm capable, or I'm comfortable with. But you know, after starting this business, I've learned how to take baby steps to advance, to progress, taking steps out of my comfort zone and learning the technical aspects of, how to do go live, how to talk in front of camera, how to find the best angle, even though I cannot hide my double chin anymore these days. Yeah, but things like that, So yeah, I learned a lot. It's really of course, money is important. When we start the business or even when we 打工, right? We do it for the money, yes. But when you are able to earn and still
Enjoy.
enjoy, yeah, then it really doesn't feel like work anymore, like you said. And I really like that saying. Yeah. So yeah,
I
that's how
also
it
like
goes.
the part when you mentioned that just like any job, the startup may be a bit difficult, the starting. Just like we go for any full-time job, you also need 3 months probation or 6 months probation. So it's around this timing that we get comfortable in running our own business here. Yeah,
Mm.
so the feeling
Even
is
right
really
now,
good.
I'm going through probation from my new bosses at home. 7
Your little
months.
bosses.
I hope I get confirmed. Yeah, but then yeah, so I would say that the reason why I really can stay on in this business for so long, right?
Mm.
Because I don't know whether I told you before, but I'm somebody who used to be, I'm not able to do something for long because
Oh,
I am, like 3分钟热度 kind of person. But the draw for me to actually work to start this business was the strong mentorship support that it provided. Because I used to try so many things. I even tried small startup on my own last time,
wow.
uh, selling handmade crystal accessories, and even renting out, boxes in malls to sell glow in
Oh,
the dark headphone casing. So these were all the little things that I tried
little
dabbling in,
business.
and yeah, and it didn't work out. I gave up very, very soon because it was a one-man show in all the things I do. I didn't have support. I didn't have people to guide me on what I should do, the technical stuff, and there was so much stock and inventory, and I'm not good at all this. So eventually I gave up because there was no support. But this
When you
business,
tried that, were you a
hmm,
mother already when you tried that? Tried the
no,
business? That, oh,
I mean
okay. Now
the small
the
startup last time.
correct, the small startup that you mentioned, no.
No,
Now we being mothers, we have children.
hmm.
The It's very hard to have inventories, keep the inventories at home.
Yeah, because the house is already in a mess, right?
Correct.
So imagine if you still have stock inventories, you got to sell stuff and you got inventories in the house. I
It
tell
is
you, I don't have space to work in my house already.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
really like I really like how this business caters to almost, I wouldn't say this business is for everyone, because for um for any work, any job or any business that you do, you will not be able to cater to everyone. It may not be for everyone. But I would say that this business is is almost available for most, because you don't need any prior work experience. You don't need to have experience running business before. You don't need to
Mm.
be tech savvy. You don't need to know how to build websites and stuff like that, because everything is provided for you when you actually start. We have the tools, we have the system, we have the resources, we have the training site that is so accessible.
We
I
also
love.
have mentorship. Like
Yes, and like I say, the main draw is the strong mentorship support. The training side is already very comprehensive, but it's the additional layers of support that you get beyond the training side through, real life mentors, coaches, and stuff like that. Even fellow business partners who can actually, support and guide you along when you have questions. And that's what I really love about this business, the mentorship support.
like you mentioned, this training itself is already very comprehensive. Um, So, like for myself, right, my work experience is in customer service and admin. So it's not
Mm.
really a very skilled thing. So I don't have technical skills and all that. So so this business is for me. So it's even if for people like in the nursing industry or some
Mm.
profession, maybe in their life for the past decade they have been in the same company or the same line, uh,
Yeah.
they may want to start a business, but they don't know how to because they just know about medical skills and not like all
Correct.
these social media skills. But
Mm.
it's just this business opportunity is so good because the training
Yes.
is comprehensive. It's also very flexible. The training you can do it any time of the day also.
Yeah,
Like
because
we
it's
keep saying,
very
we
broad.
have like fellow
Mm.
fellow business partners support
Mm.
as well.
Correct.
And you have mentorship. Really, it is like for anybody. Almost like it's for anybody. As long as you're interested, as long as you explore and then you know the potential, you are convinced of the potential. You look at the potential. It aligns with my life goals, then
Mm.
just go for it. That's what I feel. Yeah. So
Correct.
it's a very nice it's very lucky to come across this. Right.
Yes, really. I really appreciate, that everything is really just there for you already. So it's basically almost plug and play. Yeah. So
Mm,
I always tell people if I can do it, you can do it also. Yeah.
right. Yeah. Very nice catch up with you, Jeline. When will be
Mm.
our next meetup?
Yeah. Yeah, let's arrange. Karaoke, right? The other time you were
Oh,
saying you
okay,
also
okay,
like
okay. We
singing.
already karaoke.
Mm.
Karaoke or eating. I don't mind eating also.
Mm. Thank you for
Mm,
helping me cultivate the habit of starting to have breakfast or brunch. This is something that I'm trying to achieve this year, being a good example to my children. Every morning I force them to have breakfast, but mommy is not doing the same. So I'm going to show them, you see, I'm starting already.
mm,
Start small, but the
mm.
most important thing is I start.
After today, I also want to start something, which is
Mm.
start to buy cherry tomatoes.
Mm.
Because you're the living example. I think, but it took so many years. I don't know. Now is it still in time if I start eating tomato to help in my complexion?
It's never too late to start anything, Amber.
Okay, I like it. Okay,
Yeah.
I will start. Later I'll go
My
and do
mother
some
used to
supermarket
used to cut, huge tomatoes from that she buy
mm,
from the market, cut. And
cut
then I
into
think
four.
she told me when I was young, I didn't like it. So I
Oh,
only take whatever she sliced and I just suck the pulp of it. That's how I eat the tomatoes last time. But when she do it consistently every day,
mm,
somehow it just became a habit when
mm,
she does it consistently, even so I started to like eating them, and from just sucking onto the pulp I ended up eating the whole thing that she sliced for me. And then as I grew
mm.
up, I learned that there's cherry tomatoes, smaller, easier, I can just pop the whole thing in. So I changed to cherry tomatoes.
Probably in olden days also don't have this cherry tomatoes in Singapore yet.
Maybe, huh?
Probably not
Mm.
in trend yet. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about this like a bit like our business, right? Over time, if we get used
Yeah.
to it, it's actually really very seamless and it's so beneficial. And
Mm.
cherry tomatoes is like the era now. Like it's no longer just offline. Now it's everything is online.
Mm.
Yeah. It's so awesome with all the changes over the years.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Jolene, for brunching with me today.
My
So
pleasure. Thank you for having me,
I
Amber.
hope our audience, be it you are watching live or watching the replay, you gain some knowledge about our topic today, employee to entrepreneur. If you
Mm.
are keen about this business, want to know more, just feel free to reach out to us. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We are always just
Yes.
a message away. That's what I always
Yes, and then yes, correct, correct. So if you want a change of life, you're also a step away as long as you take action. No harm to find out.
yes,
Don't
do your
deny
due
yourself of
research.
the chance.
And I
Mm,
think today's session is very good. I want to thank Amber for inviting me because over the last few days, this question kept popping up. I kept being asked this question by my leads. Like, I'm very wary because these days there are so many scams. Are you real? So this is the best way to show them that I'm real, by appearing.
I'm
It has
real.
some time since I appeared on Go Live as well. So this
I
is a
see.
good way for me to, show them that, you see, I'm here, real, in the
Yes,
flesh.
Jolene is real. I meet her in person as
because
well.
because scammers will only hide behind the keyboard. They will not
True.
be showing their faces. They will not be, showing their family, and
Mm,
exposing our lifestyle and stuff like that,
correct.
if we are scammers. So thank you so much for inviting me. I think it really came in timely for me to answer, how best to answer their question in words than in action in person, right? So yeah, thank you so much.
You are most welcome. Okay, remember, let's arrange again for meetup.
Hmm, sounds
Okay,
good.
goodbye to our audience.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.